Hello people, this is Rahat from Buttfix and welcome to this show about super short reviews of random movies, Cine Quicky. The Empty Man. An ex-cop goes on a mission to find the teenage daughter of his neighbor who suddenly vanished from home, leaving a bloody graffiti on the bathroom mirror. In this mission, he uncovers dead animals, dead people, dead bridges, and a Scientology-type cult. One of the last films made by 20th Century Fox before the Disney buyout, the film was quietly released in 2020 and went past many viewers' radars, which is sad because not only is it a great horror film, it's also a great display of directing, editing, and especially sound design. Although the look and feel of the film has some resemblance to the works of David Fincher, the film definitely stands out from the crowd of horror movies with similar premises.
Yeah, no.
Mug. A construction worker falls victim of a workplace accident and undergoes a serious facial surgery which leaves him with a face only a sister can love. And that's exactly what happens. Apart from his sister who takes care of him, everyone else begins to treat him like a monster, and soon he becomes an unwilling participant of a massive media circus. The film has a distinct ultra-blurry look, which serves the story pretty well, and using this, the film succeeds to depict society's obsession with external beauty and its lack of tolerance to what it sees as a deviation from the norm. The pacing of the film is a bit weird, but it's still a good watch. Uncle Boonmee, who can recall his past lives. A man with damaged kidneys is visited by the spirit of his dead wife and his long-lost son, who has become a monkey-like creature with glowing red eyes. Beyond this, there isn't an easy way to talk about this movie. It's a slow contemplation on life and death, which feels a lot like a poem as opposed to a linear novel, which most narrative films tend to feel like. Unlike most films exploring death though, this one seems to celebrate not only one's passing to the next phase, but the mundane and peaceful coexistence of the living and the dead. The film won Thailand's first Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. First Cow. Based on a book called The Half-Life, First Cow is about two Red Dead Redemption looking guys. Cookie, a cook who is good at cooking, and King Lu, who's a well-traveled Chinese immigrant, form a friendship and a business by stealing milk from the first and only cow in the area owned by the chief factor, a powerful and evil-looking factor. The two friends milk the chief factor's cow every night and use the milk to make oil cakes, which is so delicious that it sells like hotcake.
Wow, I wonder where you got that from.
As business thrives, inevitably problems follow and a great cinema is born. Beautifully shot and brilliantly directed, the film might not be liked by those who cannot stand slow movies. Although I consider myself one of those people, I found the pacing of the film and the seemingly unrelated shots of mundanity passing around the main plot to be essential building blocks of the film's brilliance, and at no point did the film feel boring to me. Me and you and everyone we know. If you like the films of Noah Baumbach, Wes Anderson, Greta Gerwig, or especially Todd Solondz, you definitely love this charming little dark comedy. A recently divorced shoe salesman and a struggling performance artist try to form a relationship while the man's two sons talk dirty to a stranger on the internet, and two girls try to figure out what to do with a man who posts handwritten signs on his window aimed at the girls. It sounds random, yes, but that's the strength of the film, and I believe even if you're not into this kind of comedies, you'd still find it pretty interesting. Pain and Glory. Directed by one of the finest Spanish filmmakers, Pedro Almodóvar, Pain and Glory is about Salvador Malo, a film director whose glorious days are behind him and who's currently suffering from numerous physical and mental issues. One of his best films has been remastered, and he is asked to present the film in a fan event. Through this, he decides to reconnect with the actor of the film whom he hasn't seen in 32 years due to creative differences. There, he discovers the magical world of drugs and explores memories of his childhood. The film features, in my opinion, the finest performance of Antonio Banderas by far. It was an absolute treat to watch him portray the nuances of a tormented artist with such brilliance.
Te he fallado simplemente por ser como soy. Lo siento mucho.
The Teacher. A teacher with association to the Communist Party arrives at a Slovak school in 1983 and instantly starts exploiting the students and their parents using her political power. Soon the situation turns dark and some of the parents try to take matters in their own hands. The film used careful editing and great performances by the actors to instill a sense of subtle discomfort in me. Especially the character of the teacher Maria Drestakova reminded me a lot of Colonel Hans Landa from Inglourious Basterds. She uses the same authoritative mind games to get what she wants, and the character has been portrayed extremely well by Zuzana Moreri. I love the way the film uses a classroom as a microcosm for Soviet Union itself, and makes use of competent writing and direction to portray the helplessness and frustration that are felt by those who have been subjected to abuse of power. Away from Her. Made in Canada in 2006, this film tells the story of a man's emotional struggle when his wife is diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease.
I think I may be beginning to disappear.
And he has to put her in an institution due to her state worsening progressively.
This is where the patients can move to once they become more progressed.
Interesting choice of words.
Nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay at the Oscars, the film's success lies in touching just the right emotional chords through its extremely well-written script and remarkable performances by the lead actors. While the cast almost exclusively comprises of old people, the film succeeds to resonate with people of all ages.
I wonder if she isn't putting on some kind of charade.
The nuances in the minimal expressions of the characters are performed so well that it hits right at heart. It's been a long time since a film touched me so deeply and made me introspect like this film did, and I believe it will do the same to anyone who watches it. The Master. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, The Master is a 2012 film starring Joaquin Phoenix, who plays a better version of Joker here than the movie Joker, and the late great Philip Seymour Hoffman, who plays the dominating, manipulative leader of The Cause, a new religious movement quite obviously inspired by Scientology. Set in 1950, the film explores the relationship between World War II veteran Freddie and the religious leader Lancaster Dodd, who form an unusual bond based on their mutual admiration for home-brewed alcohol.
Oh God! Oh God!
And their inherent need to be submissive and dominative, respectively.
Yes, sir.
Why aren't you with her?
I'm an idiot.
Why aren't you with that lovely girl?
I got no reason, I'm a fool.
Dodd travels around preaching his religious movement, which according to him, works toward capturing the mind's fatal flaws and correcting it back to its inherent state of perfect.
Capturing the mind's fatal flaws and correcting it back to its inherent state of perfect.
Featuring perhaps the best performances of the two lead actors.
Oh, if you already know the answers to your questions, then why ask? Pig fuck!
And Amy Adams, who was able to win me over with this single shot. The Master is simply an underrated masterpiece.
Pun definitely intended.
If you don't want to miss the next episodes, subscribe to Buttfix today. To follow my fake profile on Facebook, click the link in the description.
I love Barack